I once asked a Palestinian person this a couple of years ago, and I was like, what could I actually do to help? And he went, is your father a racist? And I was like, no. And he was like, are your family racist? And I was like, no. And he was like, if they were, convince them, change their mind, make them think about Palestine in a different way. So we can affect those who are around us. We can try and push these things. And if people who are younger in school or university, try and see if there's any organization going on in your university. Look at your local Palestine Solidarity campaign. See if your university has a Friends of Palestine or Students for Justice in Palestine or any of these organizations, and join up and support them. And obviously be careful and be conscious on the streets, and don't engage in anti-Semitism, because that's not what this is about, and it's harmful to the movement more generally, and it's not what anybody really wants to see.
And it's harmful to Jewish people as well.
Of course, yeah, of course. But I feel, so, yeah, obviously.
Sorry, yeah.
Obviously. No, it's a good point to make, obviously. But, like, yeah, it's of course harmful to Jewish people, and, like, spiking anti-Semitism is not a good thing for anyone, but of course Jewish people. But yeah, being on the street is just massive, because already we've seen the government policy soften a lot. They played this whole scare tactic game where James Cleverly came out and said, stay at home. Suella Braverman said, waving a Palestinian flag may not be legitimate. She's like, I'm meeting Cobra. But you will start to notice that all of these unhinged statements are made on people's personal accounts by politicians. They're never made by like higher up official accounts. When she was on the Met Police video, or wherever that video was of her the other day, she did not say that it was anti-Semitic. She was like, you know my opinion on this.
Well, she's referred to pro-Palestine marches as being hate marches the other day.
Yeah. But that's all they can do.
What other ways, sort of like, is there sort of donations? Is there petitions? How effective is that sort of stuff?
Petitions to help people who've lost their jobs and stuff, and petitioning Parliament. You know, theoretically, it works. And we've seen this change in government policy, so whatever we're doing is right, because these scare tactics have faded away.